Joining me now, Melissa Taverner, Dr. Melissa Taverner. She is the president of Lyon College. Thank you so much for being with us.
It is my pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
Let's talk about this veterinarian school, this dental school that Lyon College is championing here. I want a little bit of background to start with. Kind of where did the discussions kind of originate with this, and why Lyon College?
Well, we are over 150 years old, and we are a liberal arts college, and we've been proudly a liberal arts college for all of that time. And we live into our mission of preparing students to be good citizens and to be professionals in whatever they choose. So, and we're very successful at that. But well before the pandemic, we were thinking, okay, what else? What else aligns with our mission? What else? What other needs do we think that we can contribute to filling in Arkansas and North Central Arkansas and beyond? And obviously, healthcare is always something that needs to be expanded. Access to healthcare and training professionals is an important mission. And we already have a very, very strong STEM program. We have a lot of success getting our students into med school, into veterinary school, dental school, pharmacy. We already do that very, very well. So the logical next step for us was, well, there is no dental school, there's no veterinary school in the state of Arkansas. How could we help alleviate that gap? And that's when we started thinking, well, maybe we could be a part of that. And so this conversation began, goodness, probably back in 2017 internally. And then we were thinking, well, who else will we need to bring to this endeavor? Because this is not trivial. There's a lot to both of these schools. And we were introduced to One Health Education Foundation based in Little Rock. And they were also looking completely independently of us at exactly the same thing. Now they're a private entity. They are not educational in themselves. They don't teach people directly, but they support education. And so we started conversations with One Health, and then figured out the alignment of their mission and our mission made some sense. And so we began going down that road together. And where we are right now is that we are well into the accreditation process for both the veterinary and the dental school. We have two founding deans that we have engaged, Dr. Eleanor Green on the veterinary side and Dr. Burke Soph on the dental side. We have a couple of associate deans who are working on clinical placements. I mean, we're moving down the line, and we're still on track.
Now, is the affiliation with One Health, is that still intact? Because I think that part of that partnership was to take over the part of the Heifer International headquarters. Just give me some update on where we are with location and that relationship.
Well, that particular transaction did not move forward with One Health, but what's happened is that there are other entities that are interested in sort of supporting and facilitating locating our two professional schools in and around Little Rock. So we are coming close to finalizing the location, but it's still Central Arkansas. We're not looking to move to Mississippi or something like that. So it's moving along pretty well.
All right. Well, I'm a little premature, I think, in asking for that location. So, but you think it may be even two locations is kind of what it sounds like you're saying. At least that's what you're looking at.
We have a number of options that we are still sort of working through, and where we are making sure that the final choice is going to be optimized. So.
All right. This past week, you guys announced you've received $15 million in federal funding for both of these schools, the dental school and the vet school. Tell me a little bit about where that money came from and what's it going to be used for?
The federal funding actually is in the form of a grant that comes from the federal government, and it's specifically to support the dental school. And even more specifically, it's to support the equipment and technology that will be necessary to um, successfully deliver our curriculum. So we worked with Senator Bozeman's office pretty heavily. We worked for this over a year ago. It was started over a year ago. And our Vice President for Advancement, Dr. David Hutchison, was our point person for that. We also worked pretty closely with our federal grant writing support agency. It's called Congressional Partners. They're in DC. So we had a lot of help sort of negotiating the process of application and sort of shepherding it through the consideration in the Senate. We did visit with members of our congressional delegation from Arkansas, and that was a wonderful experience to sort of bring our message and our vision to them so that they could support as necessary. And we were just very fortunate that we made the cut. It made it into the bill, and when the bill was signed, that we will eventually in the next couple of months be receiving those monies so that we can put it toward the development of the dental school.
All right, last question for you. I presume the timeline is still to receive students starting a year from this fall, or is everything
Okay.
still on track to do that?
It is. We, as I said, we've been working with our two professional accreditors, COE, Council on Education from the American Veterinary Medicine Association, and CODA, Commission on Dental, I forget what it is, but CODA for the dental side. We have been working very closely with them. We've submitted our applications. We've had one visit from the vet side. We are anticipating another visit for the dental side in September. But we've been sharing our curriculum. We've been sharing our plans for our clinical placements. A lot of work has been going on for the past 2.5 years, and we're on track. We are making sure that we are doing what we need to do to keep to that 25 timeline.
All right, Dr. Melissa Taverner, she's the president of Lyon College. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Good luck and keep us posted.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with me.